Okay, so yes, I'm being eclectic. Hot peppers, flowers that I can't remember the name, melanjan or eggplant that I'm struggling with because the flowers are dropping off, and so I have to really spray something to prevent what they call the midge flies. Apparently, they are the ones that are attacking the flowers. Yes, sorrel. One single sorrel plant, okra, tulsi, purple basil, zinnias. I'm still considering whether I'm going to plant them in the ground or not. Basil, Genovese basil, celery, a fern that just popped up here, and so I'm keeping it. And this is a butterfly plant. I saw this plant and I liked it so much I bought one of it. I wanted to see if it was going to be hard to maintain. If it's lovely and blooms, maybe I'll get some others. Periwinkle in 3 different colors. And of course, shadow benny, shadow benny, shadow benny all over the place. All down there, shadow benny over there. A marigold every couple of paces to keep the colors. These are supposed to be broccoli and cauliflower. I can't remember which is which. Purple and green cabbage. Some cilantro. And my neighborhood coconut waterman and plant vendor, he and his wife just gave me a whole set of broccoli for free. So I had to find places to plant them. Some more cilantro, a most lovely aloes that Shaneri decided she was going to tend carefully and lovingly, and it really responded. Tomatoes, I have to make sure that they don't have any blossom end rot, as this one has. I have to read up and see what it is I have to do, because it's quite a few of them. And then, when it rains, you have these rain lilies that come up, very beautiful. And this is a plant called a Mexican petunia. It has a purple flower every morning, and by the end of the day it drops. That's a lovely purple. My lemongrass, more tulsi, and more aloes. Oh, this is the flower that the Mexican petunia bears. I have some mint in this corner, marigold, and Bodhi. The leaves look like if you want to do a number on me, but I'm hoping it bears profusely before anything happens to it. This kind of thing happens to it. And so I keep kind of pulling off the leaves, right, so that it doesn't spread. And then moving right along to the next corner, because it's this corner, and then I move over, and I have some okra that started to bear, so I've been picking. And then I have to put these in the ground. It's called rose mallow. It's like a hibiscus, and it grows big, beautiful flowers, and then it drops. But I don't think they're supposed to be in the pot. It doesn't do so well in the pot, so I have to find a place to put them in. I had chives. I cut off the top, and so they're in this bed, and then they go again. Hibiscus, more shadow benny. A plant that's called Panadol plant. It's a very strong smelling kind of seasoning that I understand they use for wild meat. And mint again, and marigold, and marigold, and same. Russia. I think because it's under this fumarak tree, it's getting too much shade, so it's not bearing as profusely as it usually does. I'm going to find some time and cut some of these branches to get the sunlight through. What do you call this? I forgot the name of this flower, this plant. Something beginning with P, I think. My coconut water vendor also gave me a lot of peppers, so I plant them all over. And of course, more shadow benny, marigold, spinach that I think I will have to fertilize. I moved my basil from in the second garden at the back and brought them out here because I think they needed more sunlight. And it rained, and this is a hot pepper, and I think it needs to be staked up. And there's some mosquitoes here. This is another Bodhi tree, and I just picked these 3 Bodhi from it, mixed in with a desert rose and a curry plant and pigeon peas and jasmine that needs pruning and trimming. It's a jasmine tree. So this is the garden. Doing a little composting here. This is the garden that is right behind the kitchen. And then I have another one over on that side with some more plants. Right behind this fence part is a little part that I'm trying to do just plants. It has a bird pepper that grew up by itself, a coleus plant, lantana, pink lantana, some wonder of the world, and 2 other plants that are coming along nicely. And so I'm going to plant some other things in between here. And so that's that for this part of the garden. I have to move that. I was cleaning up this morning. And so this is a view as I'm backing out and heading to the next part of the garden. See, if this is my home, I would strengthen the fence, do proper gates. But man, these things cost. And so all the things I want to do, I have to keep reminding myself that I'm gone in 3 years and 8 months. If I had some time, I would make this into a magical place. This is a cherry tree, and this is an avocado tree. We got some of the most beautiful avocados from it. I have a fish pond, pumpkin, and watermelon on that side. This is the second part of the garden. And what do I have here? I have to move this black shade cloth. I think it's preventing good sunshine from coming in, and so the ground is a bit mossy. I don't think it's getting enough shade. Getting enough sunlight actually, I mean. And so here's the pumpkin. Pumpkin not doing too badly, but it can do better with more sunlight. Same thing with the watermelon. And more shadow belly. More shadow belly. Look how they're growing. Look at these leaves. I also did some chives on this bed, but I think if it had more sunlight, it would be doing better. I had to plant broccoli this morning, transplanted from what I was given for free. And this is, I think, white pearl bitter melon, Karaili. And so here it is. And Bodhi. There. I picked some already. I think these are young yet, so I'll leave them for a little longer. But you see, the leaves, man. This is some kind of disease that Bodhi has, and I have to read up. I think if I use what you call it, peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, it probably will help the plant. And then I have cucumber over here. I had a bed that got broken, and I decided to use it to plant the cucumber. It's starting to bear, and I planted some more cucumbers. Right, so I hope eventually they will take over the entire bed. These are transplanted cucumbers, and then in these spots I planted some seeds as well. So there are the three different stages. The okra not doing so well here, but it's still bearing, but I'm not too sure. Maybe this part of the soil isn't so good for it. And this vining plant is supposed to be some invasive flower plant. It's looking so healthy that I don't really want to pull it out, but I don't think it's probably too good to be there. Tomato, okra that started to bear, and I've already taken from it, and some tomato that's also beginning to flower and also bear. This here is not a plant. It is a plant, but I don't know what it is. As well as this is supposed to be some kind of plant called nerve plant. When I looked at it, it's supposed to be a decorative plant. It just grew. I didn't plant it there. And, well, shadow bend, but spinach. I planted some in that corner. And then I'll call this the pepper walk because I got so many pepper plants, as well as I planted here. You could see pimento, and this is a hot pepper. More pimento, 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 and they're bearing quite well. Oops! These are some pepper plants that I just transplanted. This is a bell pepper, and more pimento. So we'll see how they come along. And so this is the garden over here. And this is my fish pond where I'm going to be, I have 12 tilapia in here. And we'll see how they come along. Right, this is my first try. I have a pump here in here to give it the oxygen. So we'll see how it comes along. I have 2 plantains, sugarcane, lime and lemon. Oh, and sour orange. Make some nice drinks. There's this one. Oh, and banana over there. Have some other plants at the back there, but I have to take it a little easy now. All these things cost money, and so I have to hold my horses a little bit, but I'm having fun. We had to prune the mango tree because it had something called bird vine in it, and that was killing the tree. So I had it pruned at my own cost because you will not send the people to look after it. A pomerac tree, cocoa, a coffee tree, starch mango, and another kind of mango here. And then around this side of the yard, or this under here, is just some lovely compost from all the leaves that that drop here over the years. And so what I've been doing is clearing the top and using the bottom and using this as a kind of strainer, a sieve, so that it will get rid of the roots and the leaves. And so it has some really nice dirt. And I have breadfruit tree here, and it's starting to bear. This would be the second round of breadfruit. Some fell. Oh my gosh. Look, ants. Jabari, if you see ants on the breadfruit, big fat red ants. And I had seen more breadfruit, but now it looks like we're only down to 2. I wonder if something is attacking them. But they have a lot of blossoms on them though. And this tree needs cutting, pruning. Yep. And a branch fell and I called you, and up to now they haven't come to remove it. Thankfully it's not electric wire but a phone wire. Yep. And of course I have see some rain lilies that came up again here arbitrarily in the grass. But I have Aki, and we have parrots, so they're competing and they're knocking down the Aki on the ground before they're really open, so I can't use it. I'm lucky if I come every day and try and see if I could find a rough lemon tree. Obviously it needs fertilizing. I have to fertilize it, as well as this soursop tree that obviously had a soursop that we missed totally until it fell and rotted, and I'm very disturbed. There's some other ones coming up. I don't know how long they take, but Jabari saw them, so we'll be keeping an eye on them now, on these blossoms, mini fruit. They look like leaves. Oh, I saw open Maki. See? Nice and fat. And they really bend the branches and eventually break them. This needs a stick before this wonderful crop just goes. Lots of Akis. Will I get them? Anybody's guess. The birds don't get them before me. And moringa tree. And I think that's about it.